Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be doing a review of the PSP Go, which is a model of the PSP that can flip up and it's more compact, but unfortunately they made it so that you can't use ISOs, UMD discs, because it doesn't have a UMD drive. So that's a shame, and you have to use a proprietary card. M2 card. You can see that it says M2 if I can focus on that. Yep, there you go, M2. And I currently have nothing in there because, I don't have an M2 card. That's just, they're rare as well, so it's a pain. So it has a headphone jack. That's a charge port, and you can use it for putting a USB cable in, transferring data. Got a USB cable here for it. And that's for the Game Boy Micro. Okay, but yeah, actually I have one down here. That's what that looks like. So it's like a long flat cable, and got triggers at the top, and if you press the triggers here, you can make it splash, and if you press them both down, get a calendar. You got brightness, so that's full bright. You got sound, which can mute it, and if you hold, here's a little trick, if you hold down that, you turn off the screen, which is quite useful, kind of, if you want to conserve your battery while listening to music or something. It has a power indicator there, that's a power switch there, so if you put that up, then it turns it off, or puts into standby. If you hold it up, then it puts it down. If you put it down, then it stops you from using any buttons, so that's good if you're listening to music and don't want it to skip while it's in your pocket. Wireless switch, that's for Bluetooth, because it has Bluetooth functionality, so you can plug a headset into it, or not plug a headset into it, a wireless headset, wirelessly activate a wireless headset. That's for the internet indicator. So let's get into the actual software part of it. I actually have a case, a white case on it that protects it, and I got a stand, which is quite useful. Kickstand, basic kickstand. You can see here. Makes it stand. I wish the camera would focus. There you go. So it's like a kickstand, so that's quite useful. And you can see there, it's quite nice. And I also have a controller for it, so you can put this into the controller to use it as a controller. And it's very comfortable like this with a controller. It's just, you can see here, it's very comfortable. So, but for the sake of review, just so you can see the screen, I'm just going to take it out. Now, you can attach a PS3 controller to it. Not attach, wirelessly attach, or connect, a PS3 controller to it. Using Bluetooth, you can register a PS3 controller with a PS3 and connect it to the system. Now, I don't have a PS3 controller or a PS3, but I've heard you can't use anything else but a PS3 controller. You got to use an app on your computer that basically spoofs the connection for this of a PS3, makes it simulates a PSP or emulates a PSP connection, which will let you connect a PS3 controller. So, as for gameplay, I think you can play MP3 files as well, because I found a promo video on here, and it's basically, oh god, that's loud. Yes, but that's a promo video, and if I go into information, go here, and it says MP4. Now, I haven't tested it. Oh, come on. Focus. It says MP4, so I haven't tested if it can actually play MP4 files properly, or if you need to format them or whatever, but if it does, that would be really cool, because, MP4 files are, latest thing. It'd be quite nice if it actually plays MP4 files, because, that's quite good. So I got a lot of emulators and stuff on here. Got Quake 2 for the PlayStation 1. Let's turn down the volume a second, actually. It's quite loud. Come on. There we go. Okay, so it's got Midnight Club. It's got Midnight Club LA Remix, which is a really cool game. It's kind of like, it looks like Grand Theft Auto, to be honest, because Rockstar made it, and it's similar. It's got a similar map to Grand Theft Auto 5, which is interesting. I think they took some design elements out of this and put it into GTA 5. Alright, Retro City Rampage. I did a review of that in the past, so if you want to see that, that's quite good. I got N64 Daedalus. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but it's like the newest version of N64 emulator. It just came out, actually, and it works really well. I might show that in the next episode. It does crash, though, quite a bit. But I think due to it works better on PSP Go, because PSP Go hardware is slightly different from any other PSP hardware. Okay, no bugs allowed. I did a review on that as well. That's a homebrew game based on the Quake engine, where you run around in a cave shooting bugs, and you have to survive. It's really fun. It's super fun. I think it's multiplayer, I think, because it's Quake. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Classic. Love this game. Has a really good music, and it's just great. It's a really good skateboarding game for the PS1. Pico Drive, that's Genesis. Pro update, that's for hacking the thing. When you turn it off, you know, you're probably familiar with it. Chocobo Racing. Now that is a Final Fantasy themed racing game, and it's super duper fun. It has really good music, and it's just basically a load of fun. Nesta J, that's an NES emulator for PSP. It says so right there, and I got a banana right in the front. Snes 9X Euphoria. Now this emulator works really well for the Snes, and also it is the newest version, so it's really good. There's been a lot of new emulations. This one isn't so new. This is quite an old one, actually. Let's see what the date is. 2010, so that's updated in 2010. Okay, so hang on, let's see what the Nintendo 64 one is. Alright, so that's 2017, so that's really new. So that was just a few months ago, So it's quite new, that emulator. That's just been updated, and it looks really good, the N64 one. But I'll do that in the next episode, as I said. So, Blast Off. This game came with the PSP when I bought it. So the previous owner must have bought this, and yeah. It's a game where you pilot a rocket into astronauts and try to pick them up as you try to avoid black holes and other planets. It's like gravity based. It's quite a cool game. It's basically like you're a rocket and you have to boost your way to the exit, and you're gonna have to avoid rocks. It's quite cool. I need to delete that. That's just pointless. That's just ESRB video game guide. That's pointless. But yeah, I wish I had a PS3 controller, really, because I wish I could test. But let's just do a size comparison from the PSP Go to the PSP 1000 model. So yeah, it's considerably smaller. You can see they packed quite a lot of technology into that small space here. So that's my review of the PSP Go. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.